Single dad janitor yelled, "Don T, get in the elevator." What the CEO did next shocked the whole company. The morning started like any other at Silverline Towers, the tallest corporate building in the city. Employees rushed through the glass doors, coffee cups in hand. But down in the lobby, where no one paid much attention, Ethan Ward, a single dad and the janitor of the building, pushed his mop bucket across the tiles. Ethan had worked there for 4 years. He kept his head down, did his job, and left on time to pick up his 8-year-old daughter, Lily, from school. She was his entire world. But that day, that morning, something felt wrong. As he cleaned near the elevator bank, he noticed a strange humming sound inside the main elevator shaft. A vibration. A metallic clank. Something no ordinary person would pay attention to, but Ethan used to be a construction technician, trained in identifying structural and mechanical issues, before life tore everything away from him. He froze. Something was off, very off. Suddenly, the elevator dinged, the doors opened, and stepping toward it was no other than the company's youngest CEO, Aurora Hayes, known for being brilliant, fierce, and famously intimidating. She didn't even glance at Ethan. He saw her footstep across the elevator threshold. And that's when he felt it. A quick pulse through the floor. The sound of a cable struggling. A warning only a trained ear could catch. Ethan dropped his mop. "Don T, get in the elevator," he shouted. His voice thundered across the lobby. Everyone gasped. Aurora stopped mid-step. Her security guard spun around. No one ever raised their voice at the CEO. Aurora's eyes narrowed at Ethan. "Excuse me." But Ethan didn't back down. "Ma'am, please. Don't something's wrong with the lift?" The collapse. Aurora opened her mouth to scold him, but in the next second. Boom. A gut-wrenching metallic snap echoed through the building. Inside the elevator shaft, something tore loose. The lights inside the elevator flickered violently. Aurora stepped back instinctively. Employees screamed. The elevator dropped 3 floors in a single instant. Whoosh! A horrifying sound of twisting metal roared through the shaft. Had Aurora stepped inside even 2 seconds earlier, she would been dead. Security rushed forward. People clutched their mouths. Aurora stood frozen, staring at Ethan, the janitor who just saved her life. For the first time, she looked at him. Really looked. "Why you, how did you know?" she whispered, shaken. Ethan swallowed. "I used to work construction. Heard the cable straining. If you had stepped inside." She didn't let him finish. Instead, she said one word, "Come with me." The investigation. Within an hour, Aurora had gathered the building's safety team, engineering division, and operations managers. Ethan, still in his janitor uniform, stood awkwardly at the far end of the boardroom. Everyone was tense. Aurora walked in with a stack of files. "I reviewed yesterday's maintenance logs," she said coldly. They were forged. Gasps filled the room. Aurora turned toward Ethan. And the only person who noticed the danger was the janitor no one ever bothers to speak to. Silence. She continued, "Ethan Ward, you prevented a fatal accident. Possibly dozens of fatalities. I want to know why you're working as a janitor when you clearly have advanced technical knowledge." Ethan hesitated. He wasn't used to being in the spotlight. "I needed a job fast," he said quietly. "It's just me and my daughter. After my wife passed, I took whatever work I could find." Aurora's gaze softened just slightly. "Bring him a chair," she ordered the staff. Everyone scrambled. It was the first time a janitor in the company ever sat at the conference table. A CEO changes her mind. After reviewing all safety reports, Aurora made a shocking announcement. "As of today," she said, standing beside Ethan, "Mr. Ethan Ward is temporarily appointed as acting building safety consultant while we restructure this department." Everyone stared. A janitor promoted instantly. Ethan shook his head. "Ma'am. I'm grateful, but I can't work late or travel. I have to pick up my daughter." Aurora paused. Then she smiled, a small, real smile, not the business one. "Then we will adjust the schedule around your responsibilities," she said. "No parent should have to choose between work and caring for their child." Her tone surprised everyone. Aurora Hayes wasn't known for kindness. But something about Ethan, his honesty, his courage, made her see the world differently. The second shock. Things began changing rapidly. Aurora asked Ethan to accompany her to technical inspections. She valued his insights. He fixed issues no one else even detected. Employees started respecting him. People greeted him. Some even apologized for ignoring him for years. But the biggest twist came 2 weeks later. Aurora visited the maintenance records storage room and discovered something disturbing. The elevator failure wasn't an accident. It was sabotage. A group of executives planned to trigger a minor accident during Aurora's morning ride to force a board takeover. They never expected it to turn into a near-death situation. Aurora immediately summoned Ethan. "Ethan, you didn't just save me. You exposed an internal attack." He blinked. What?" She stepped closer. "And because of you, I'm alive." The CEO's decision. The next morning, the company held an all-employee assembly. Aurora stepped onto the stage with Ethan beside her. The crowd murmured in confusion until she raised her hand. "Everyone, meet the man who saved my life." Gasps. Applause. Some people even stood. Aurora continued, "Starting today, Ethan Ward is officially promoted to Director of Building Safety and Operations with full salary, benefits, and a flexible schedule so he can take care of his daughter." Ethan's knees almost gave out. "But I'm just a..." Aurora interrupted, "You're not just anything. You're competent, brave, and loyal. This company needs more people like you." The hall erupted in applause. Ethan felt tears burn his eyes. For the first time in years, someone believed in him again. A door opens. Later that day, as Ethan prepared to leave on time to pick up Lily, Aurora approached him in the lobby. "I wanted to say thank you again," she said. "You don't need to," Ethan replied softly. "Anyone would be done it." "No," she said gently. "Not anyone." A moment of silence. Aurora looked, almost nervous. "Ethan, would you and your daughter like to join me for dinner sometime as a thank you? Nothing formal." Ethan blinked, surprised. He smiled slowly. "I think she'd like that." Aurora smiled back. The elevator beside them dinged, and although it was perfectly safe now, she didn't step inside until Ethan nodded. This time, she trusted him completely. And that trust changed their lives forever. A story of bravery, kindness, unexpected respect, and the rise of a man everyone overlooked.